because she moves. That's just like Jell-O on springs. Must have some sort of built-in motor or something. I tell you, it's a whole different sex.
The year is 1959, and I just watched the movie Some Like It Hot. You know, the one about the two guys dressing up as women to join an orchestra and run away from a massacre. May I say, this is one of the funniest movies I've ever watched. I mean, who doesn't love watching guys imitate women? Although that character, Sugar, she isn't the sharpest tool in the shed. I mean, just because she's blonde doesn't mean she has to be dumb. Although she does get all the men. And this makes me think maybe I should dumb it down in order to find the right guy. Maybe find someone with money, like a millionaire, because Sugar does say that, the best kind of guy to get, someone who can support the both of us. This movie also shows that women just want to please men and get men. All the men throughout the movie would treat women like toys, try to hook up with them, and of course, the woman would fall for it, especially Sugar. But even though she kept getting hurt, she would always go back. And this does portray the dumb blonde. Also, they are sexualizing women's bodies. I mean, Josephine and Daphne meeting Sugar for the first time, all they showed was Sugar's thighs. And when Sugar was singing I Want to Be Loved by You, she was wearing a sheer dress. Josephine and Daphne also make comments regarding her body to be like Jell-O.
Now, if this girl, Marion Crane, were here, you wouldn't be hiding her, would you?
No.
Not if she paid you well?
No.
Let's just say, just for the sake of argument, that she wanted you to gallantly protect her. You'd know that you were being used, that you wouldn't be made a fool of, would you?
But I'm not a fool.
Well,
and I'm not capable of being fooled, not even by a woman.
It's 1960, and I just watched the thriller Psycho. Thank God for Hitchcock. All I got from that movie is that women like Marion Crane are needy and easy to kill. As a woman who feels as though she deserves the right to not be killed and to not be sexualized, even in death, I'm feeling very insulted and very demeaned. A wise man called Norman Bates once said, "I'm not a fool. I'm not capable of being fooled, not even by a woman." Obviously, men are wiser, stronger, and generally superior than women. Just kidding, he wasn't wise, and women are not inferior to men, even though this was seen in many older American films. Norman Bates was Psycho. He was a man that dressed up as his mother to kill innocent women, one of his more famous kills being the shower scene. So, the moral of this film is to not steal $40,000 from your boss's client in order to marry the man of your dreams, not check into creepy motels in the middle of the night, and to make sure that your bathroom door is locked, especially if you are a woman.
My name is Paul Varjak, and I love you.
Let me go.
Not till we get this settled. Now, what's all this jazz about South America?
I thought if I'm going to marry a South American, I'd better find out something about the country.
Marry? What South American?
Jose.
Who the hell's Jose?
Jose de Silva Pereira.
Who the hell's Jose de Silva Pereira?
Darling, you met him. I know you did. Mag Wildwood's friend. The tall, good-looking one who came to the party with Rusty. Well, my dear, you won't believe this, but it turns out not only is he handsome and wildly rich, he's absolutely cuckoo for me.
You're crazy.
Oh, hello there. Oh, don't mind me, darling. I'm just waiting for my fiancé. He's running a little late tonight, but that's what happens when you're engaged to such a busy man. Johnny's a lawyer, one of the best in the city. I mean, can you imagine a little small-town girl like myself snagging one of New York City's wealthiest men? I mean, I'm living the American dream right now. I'll have to admit I never thought I would be living this glamorous lifestyle, but I'll have to give credit to Miss Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's. She helped me discover my self-worth. I deserve a man who will take care of me and buy me diamonds on my 40th birthday. And in return, I'll raise our 2.5 kids and be the wife every man wants and dreams after he comes home from work. This film gets 5 golden stars from me. What an inspiring guideline on how to further your own success and manipulate others. I also felt very empowered during this film. Did you know I'm currently living through the second wave of feminism?
You own me?
That's exactly what I think.
I know that's what everybody always thinks, but everybody happens to be wrong.
Well, I am not everybody.
Although I don't quite understand why women need feminism, I mean, just have your men take care of you and fix these political issues.
where you came from. But from now on, you do as I tell you, okay?
What the hell are you doing?
Somebody has to save our skins. Into the garbage, you flyboy!
I see them. Wait, Leia! Hey, wait!
The year is 1983, and I just came back from seeing that new Star Wars film. Aside from the far-out graphics and how cute Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford were, the movie surprised me by having a female as the main character. Carrie Fisher played Princess Leia in a way that I haven't seen in movies before. She was witty, smart, heroic, and she wasn't the eye candy that I expected her to be written as. She was opinionated, but her thoughts were heard by both Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, and they weren't brushed off because she was a girl. She empowered me in ways that reminded me of Wonder Woman, the way that she shot down those stormtroopers and talked back like any other man would. There were many sides to Leia too. She was both the rebel fighter and the princess, and that made me realize that I shouldn't be defined by my traits. But a scene that sort of bugged me was when she was enslaved by Jabba the Hutt. When that scene came on, all the boys in the theater started wolf whistling because of the metal bikini she was wearing. And they ignored why she was in that position, and even when she killed Jabba the Hutt, just because of what she was wearing and how it sexualized her. It reminds me of how sometimes the boys in my class are only going to see me by my looks and not what I have to say. Whatever. Princess Leia has inspired me to work even harder at showing up those idiots because she saved the whole galaxy. May the Force be with you.
We'll just be gone one more day, and then we'll be home tomorrow night.
No, you won't. You'll be back today. Now, you get your butt back here, Thelma, now. God damn it!
Daryl, you're my husband, not my father.
Oh, now that does it. That Louise is nothing but a bad influence. If you're not back here by tonight, Thelma, well then, I just don't want to say.
Daryl?
Thelma?
Go
It is 1991, and I've just watched Thelma and Louise. After watching this movie, I don't only feel empowered, but I also feel educated.
I think we ought to tell the police.
Tell him what, Thelma? Just what do you think we should tell him, huh?
I don't know. Just tell them what happened.
Which part?
All of it. That he was raping me.
Just about 100 goddamn people saw you dancing cheek to cheek with him all night. Who's gonna believe that? That we don't live in that kind of a world, Thelma?
I feel educated as to how rape is dealt with today. For example, when a woman says that she's been raped, questions that should be asked are who, when, and where. However, questions that are most frequently posed are, what were you wearing? Were you drunk? Did you make him feel like you wanted it? After I watch this movie, I've been made aware of all the issues that women face, and it makes me want to confront them and ultimately abolish them. Not only does this movie address social issues, but it gives me two women to idolize as women who make their own decisions and have full control of their lives. Everything I decide in my life from this point on is going to be my decision and something that will benefit me and women of the world. We're drinking margaritas by the sea, mamacita.
Nobody would believe what you wrote. I don't know. I've been told I'm a pretty good writer. Already sold a lot of books. Call the police, Elizabeth. All you do is scare and lie to try to get what you want.
Evelyn, stop.
You're a godless woman. Ain't you tired, Miss Haley? Ain't you tired?
It's 2011 and I just saw The Help, which is honestly such an amazing movie. It really opened my eyes to the struggles of Black people during the Civil Rights Movement, and it's so crazy to think that such harsh treatment of people just because of their skin color was commonplace before. There are so many strong female characters in the film, and all of them are courageous and complex individuals. Skeeter was really cool because she went to school not just to find a man, but to get an education. She cared about current events and stuff that was happening instead of just like place settings and hairstyles. She also reminds me that I don't need a man. Minnie and Aibileen were really cool as well, and their stories were so heartbreaking. It just sucks that their stories had to be told through a white woman for them to be noticed. They're really strong characters in their own right. My favorite scene is when Aibileen's talking to Mowgli May, and she reassures her about how beautiful she is and stuff. I really hope that she turns out better than her mom did.
I need you to remember everything I told you, okay?
Okay.
You remember what I told you?
You were kind. You were smart. You were important.
That's right.